What I want to share with you is when you're doing your link building, I cannot stress to you enough that a link is a link for off-page SEO. So, and here's what I mean by this. So I want to go ahead and pull up a few examples talking about everything from affiliate to localized websites. And I want to just showcase some of the things and some of the... Now, all right, let's go back down. Now, I want to also note that I am not pulling the entire reports, okay? And I want you to take a look at each of these websites. These are all huge players. If you bring this down to a smaller scale, okay, instead of it being 797 links for a United States-based website, they don't do business anywhere else. They do business in the United States. They have 797 backlinks from Germany, 384 links from France, 342 backlinks from Singapore, and 326 links from Canada. Okay? Again, I didn't even do the full report. I'm sure there's hundreds from other places as well. Let's take a look at another local website. This is for lawyers. Lawyers. Top performer in New York. This is a lawyer website this is a directory for businesses in the United States, for lawyers, one of the hardest niches. And they have 5,000 backlinks from Germany. 5,000. They have another 3,000 links from France, 2,200 links from the United Kingdom, and almost 2,000 links from Canada. Now let's come over to even harder niches. Let's talk to my affiliate friends, okay? When we come over to top countries in the, the top countries for the backlink profiles of bodybuilding.com, there is 3,200 backlinks from Germany, almost 2,000 links from France, nearly 1,500 links from the United Kingdom, and nearly 1,500 links from Hong Kong. Let's keep going. Let's talk about this particular website, which is Tech Radar. This is an electronics website, one of the biggest and the best. And we have almost 8,500 backlinks from the United Kingdom, nearly almost 8,200 from Germany, almost 5,000 from France, and then here's a left ball or a curve ball, 3,200 backlinks from Lithuania. Now again, I did not go to each of the drop-down menus of any of these links. Okay, now let's just go in here and take a little peek, just a little peek. Okay, let's take a look. We need a player because I'm trying to lead to something here. USA only based business. Okay, 55 top profitable small business ideas. USA only based large business. Let's take a look here. List of the largest companies in the United States by revenue. Okay, that's fair, right? Let's take a look here. Now, I know it's going to be hard not to do international business. I completely grasp and understand this concept. However, let's see if we can try to figure this out here together. How about Lowe's? Lowe's have offices in Germany. No, they do not. Okay, let's take Lowe's. Okay, they have Canadian and they have Australia. So USA, Canada, and Australia. Okay, and this is Lowe's we're talking about. This isn't like some, Ace Hardware store down the road. Okay, this is Lowe's.com. This is a huge website. These guys are doing, let me just take a look here. I mean, these guys are doing it, right? Like, let's just take a look. 86 million visitors a month. What? That's crazy, right? Let's go take a look at their backlink profiles. They only do business in the United States, Australia, and in Canada, right? Okay. So explain to me why they have backlinks. A majority of their backlinks are from Germany, France, and Hong Kong then, right? They have Canada, the United States, and I get that. That's where their business is. That's fine. But they don't operate in Germany and France or in Hong Kong, okay? Let's take a look at the full report. They literally have links from all over the place. Hundreds, if not thousands, in individual countries. 1,700 from Ethiopia. Bhutan, I don't even know where that is. They got 23 links from there. 10 from Cyrenian, right? Nepal, almost 1,200 links. 130 from Jordan. They got 120 from Isle of the Man. I don't even know where that is. Bahrain, they have 100 from there. Sri Lanka, they have almost 2,000 links from Sri Lanka. Like, right? Having a majority of your backlinks from a specific country is fine. But Google does not discriminate by where the country of where your links come from. Google doesn't care. A link is a link. Now let's go a little farther. Okay? Let's keep going here. Let's stay on this topic here. So, because Lowe's does affiliate in a way, right? They're selling a bunch of other people's products and they get a cut for it. And they're a local-based business. Canada, Australia, and Canada. Well, they're a national business actually, but they have local locations. But let's take a look at some of these together. Okay? I want to take a look here. Because they have business, jobs and education, international, they have news. Let's take a look at the separate categories that they have. Okay. And what I want to get at here is this. That not every single link, I was hoping to get the full report there, but not every single link is about home improvement and business industrial. No, in fact, they have such a wide range of categories, and that's perfectly fine. And they get 83 million visitors a year. They also have tens of thousands of backlinks from all over the place. Okay? Now let's take a look. Let's bring this home. Now I've covered that a link is a link. Okay? Doesn't matter the country. Google doesn't discriminate. Now other search engines, I don't know. Okay? Neither does Bing, really. Country, irrelevant, okay? Yes, of course. Ideally, I want to have a link that's from the United States, ideally. So I want to start talking about this. So we have, and we'll talk about the high level and we'll start working our way down. We'll have category, okay? So that's our category of the backlink. Oh my goodness gracious. I want to have this because I want to use this for something else. What letter am I missing? Category. Ah, I was using an A. Okay. Category. Category. Not category. Category. Fair enough. So category of the backlink, wildly important. Okay. We can start talking about the IP range. Okay. Number 3, we can start talking. So we have the category. We have the IP. Okay. We also need to look at referring domains. So how much power overall? So we'll just put referring domain count. Okay. So category, IP, referring domain. Category, IP, referring domain. URL, is there a keyword? 5, anchor text. So we have the URL. 6, title. Okay, so the title of the page. 7 is surrounding words. Okay. Number 8, overall internal linking. So is there any links at all pointing to that page from other pages? Okay, is there anything going to that page? Okay. Overall internal links. 9, structure. You know, how far back is the link / post, right? So like if it's the website.com/services /plumber /Miami /Florida / your post that has the link on it, that link is less valuable than getting it from the homepage, right? So structure, how far from the homepage? Okay, that's the question here. So we have category IP, referring domain count, the URL, the anchor text, the title, the surrounding words, overall internal links, structure, how far from the homepage is it? Okay. Referring domain count is very, very important. 10, we can start looking at DR or TF or DA, whatever you like. This is a barometer of overall strength. But pretty much at the end of the day, this is what we're looking at when we're talking about or judging a link, right? Oh, here, let's talk about this. 11, country of origin. Okay, 12. Outbound number of outbound links. Okay. 13, other content on page percentage. Now, I want to start walking through exactly what these things are, and in my opinion, the level of mattering. Okay? And then we'll start looking at pricing. Okay? Okay. Now, and I'll ask you a question as you're watching this. So when we start talking about category, that's the intent of the overall website, the category. Is it business industrial? Is it jobs? Is it however you want to categorize the website? Is it business? Is it fashion? Is it shopping? Is it blah? Is it blah? Right? The IP. So that's the server that it's on, right? Now, if it's sitting on a blacklisted IP, that's horrendous, okay? But 99.9% of the websites, like, you know, a site is not bad until Google deems it bad, okay? Until Google says it's bad, all right? Now, next is referring domain count. So how many votes does that website have? Because, again, I'm getting a percentage of the power from the referring domains. This is massively important. Now, there's another one here, which I forgot, which, sorry about that, is traffic to website, okay? 15, cache dates, okay? / crawls, that's massively important as well. So the URL, does the URL contain the keyword that you care about? Is the anchor text something that matters to you? The anchor text of the link. How about the title of the page? Does that contain your keyword? Does the URL contain the keyword? And does the anchor text contain the keyword? Or whatever you want, branded, naked, whatever you want. Can you get it in these places? These things matter massively. Surrounding keywords. So can you post your own content, or is the content surrounding the link? So in the paragraph, right? Because you have to think about the way Google breaks out when you're looking at the NLP. Think about how Google breaks down a page when they're doing natural language processing, okay? Every word dictates the next word and what should be next, right? So when we're looking at a link, it's really, what are the words around that link? So what's that paragraph or that sentence? Like, does it make sense for the context of where the link is, right? So if I have a link that's about dog walking and all the surrounding text is about, I don't know, blue jeans, the propensity for that link is going to decrease to get clicked, right? And that link is slightly less relevant. I'm not saying it's useless. It's not, but it's less relevant, okay? Relevance equals rank. So as we keep going down, we're going to talk about surrounding words, which we just did, and now you understand that. When you're looking at NLP, natural language processing, think about that, like how the sentences are broke down and what's before it and what's after and what makes sense. Overall internal links. How many links are pointing to that page? Is it just a complete orphan page? Is it on a subdomain? Is there any internal links, even if it's main navigational links? Is there anything pointing to that site to pass power around the site? Yes or no? Okay. Structure. How far from the homepage? Right? Like, how far from the homepage is it? Because as we go farther in the structure, we're showing less and less importance, right? So, and when you're buying links, what link do you want? You want to buy the homepage link, right? Like, if you were getting a link from Tech Radar, like let's say, or bodybuilding.com or from Orkin, like, yeah, and a page that's off the route is great. Even the next page is great, but not as good as the homepage. So as you go farther and farther, less and less importance, less and less power, depending on internal linking. And then if there's no internal linking, it's really smoked, right? Okay. Next is the DRTF and DA. So if it meets all that other criteria, like, let's get a secondary opinion, right? Anybody smart bounces ideas off multiple people, right? Like, it's pretty normal. Like, you come up with something, you're like, hey, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And then you tell yourself whatever the average of everyone's thoughts that you respect is what you'll go with, right? That's at least what I do. I'm like, oh man, I think this, and I'll ask 3-4 people, and then I'll make my decision, right? I might go read, I might go watch videos, but then I make my decision, okay? Next, country. Like, again, we talked about this. Like, it would be nice to be in the category. It would be nice, like, yeah, this would make a premier link, okay? Now, let's keep going down. Country is fine, but it doesn't have to be in the country in order for it to be effective. It's irrelevant, okay? If we keep going down here, number of outbound links on that page. How many outbound links are on that page? Because as there's outbound links, it decreases the power of my link for that page. Okay, the equity that I'm getting past. And then you could look at also the overall outbound links of a website. Like, if you have a website that each page there's 1,000 links on it, the probability of my link being worth anything is about nil. Next is other content on the page's percentage. So I talked to tons of people, even myself early on. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at a page. 83.9%, almost 84% of the page is all about my topic. Maybe even 92%. But there's one keyword on that page, one keyword that says online gaming. One word. Maybe even just gaming. Maybe it says XXX. One word. But that is not the overall. Think about this. If you have your website and your ranking, and you add a XXX term, one word, or maybe even two, or maybe even a word pharmacy, or even something that's completely non-relevant to anything. I'm just using the bad ones to make a point. If you just put it on one time, is that going to knock you off that first position? No, it will not. The overall percentage of particular words is the overall percentage of the page more weighted towards what you want and what you're optimizing towards, or is it the other way? Because if it's the other way, then that's a no-go, okay? It's the overall percentage of the other words. Like, is this page relevant for plumbing, or is it relevant for dog walking? Well, if I'm a dog walker, I don't want the majority to be all about plumbing, okay? But that doesn't mean anything. Because if there's, think about this. If there's EDU links that are high authority, high DR, they're all about, it's on an education website, on an education blog, and it's from, or better yet, how about it's on Google, google.com. They have a blog, and they give you a link, but their article is all about JavaScript. But you have a website that's all about auto mechanics. Would you still want to get that link if it was offered to you? You're darn skippy you would. Heck yeah. Darn right I will. Why? Because it's a powerful link. So, well, what's the, you see, but let's take that down a couple notches. Let's say Papa John's, I think it's like a DR79 website or a DR58 website. That's a DR58 website. It's all about pizza. I think it is. I'm not 100%, but let's just say Papa John's. It's a pizza shop. It's well known. They're going to give you a link, okay? But you're an auto mechanic. Would you take that link if it was cheap? Heck yeah, you would, because it's a high authority backlink, right? Well, I would. I don't know what you would do. I'm just saying this is what I would do. Going down the list here, traffic to the website. Now, this is wildly important. The traffic that the website is receiving, more notably, the page. Like, can you get that page index? Can you get traffic to that page? And is the traffic relevant? Okay. Then you can also look at the overall traffic to the overall website. Is there anything coming to that website about your topic? Okay. Now, yes, because whatever traffic Google's rewarding you with, if you're getting visitors for, I don't know, lawyers in New York City, then your website's about New York, lawyers for New York City, correct? However, if I'm a Chicago, or I'm a guy based in Chicago, and I do scalp permutation, would it still be valuable for me to get a link for scalp permutation from that blog? Okay. If that website's getting all this different traffic, well, sure it would, but it's not optimal, but it's still a link. Okay. A link is a link is a link, and that's what I'm getting to here. The last thing is cache dates. Just like the traffic. Is the site getting traffic? Because if a site is getting traffic, then it's valuable. But more importantly, how often is the site, like if you go, when was the last cache date, right? If a site is getting consistently cached and getting crawled and seen, the probability of your link getting seen quickly is very high. And also, if a site is getting consistently crawled, then your site is valuable.